Hi! Do you want to start your YouTube channel, but you don't know where to begin? If you're thinking of having one and you're wondering what should be the first step, what topic should I be doing, like everything, there's a lot of moving parts. And that I really have a huge respect for YouTube creators because I tried that for myself and it's not easy journey. So it's great tonight because we have a special guest, and that I'm so excited for you to. If you have any questions, drop your questions here, and I know that he will be happy to answer it for you. So if you're watching us live, thank you so much for joining us, and if you're watching on replay, drop hashtag replay. And if you find that this topic is someone we're gonna benefit from this, so sprinkle this to your community. And I would love to see those fireworks, thumbs ups and hearts. So if you can do that when we introduce our guest host, that would be most appreciated to have a warm welcome. So and that, if you want any access notes for tonight, you can drop show notes in the comments, and I will have a transcript of these notes sent to you. All right. So without further ado, so let me introduce to you a season 9 American Ninja Warrior qualifier. He is known as the Igorot Ninja. He was also a former writer for NBA Philippines, Philippine Boxing, and Spin.ph. So a real talented gentleman. He is a physical therapist by education and profession, and that he has a successful YouTube channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome, give him your fireworks with those hearts and likes, Rex Alba. Hi, Rex.
Hey Doc, how are you? And to all your avid listeners of Focal Point, thank you so much for having me tonight. And I hope I can share my 2 cents on starting a YouTube channel.
Thank you for having for gracing us with despite your busy schedule. And I see you have a nice setup there. Can you
Thank
share to our
I'm just
viewers where you are streaming right now?
I'm improvising. I'm inside my vehicle right now. I'm actually just taking a break from work. So after the live streaming, I'll be back in the hospital, right? So it's because aside from a physical therapist, I'm doing COVID screening. So I'll be screening at the ED for COVID for all the patients entering the facility till 11 p.m. So I'm just on break right now.
Wow, you are a frontliner. That's really the front line of defense, what you're
Yeah.
doing. So thank you for that. And yes, as a physical therapist, having an education of a healthcare background, I'm really interested with with your success in YouTube because that's very far from what we learn in school. That's not being taught in school. So, would you mind to share that journey? Because I tried that for myself, and you know
Mhm.
that we were touching base like last year, and I was like, "How do you do it?" I really salute you for having such successful channel. Hello, hello, Rex. I
Sorry, there's looks like there was a glitch earlier. I was looking at the monitor and looks like our feed is not so good. I was connected to the hospital Wi-Fi, so I had I had to disconnect it for a bit. And sorry for the interruption. So I'm so I can use my my line. So I think it's better now. Earlier it
yes.
was kind of fuzzy. So sorry about that.
Yes.
Okay,
So did you were you able to catch the question about
can can you repeat it again?
okay, okay.
Well,
Yeah. So
Para Miss Universe.
yeah. So yeah, I'm really curious. You know, I tried to attempt doing YouTube, and it's really a lot of hard work. Like I really salute you for the success of your YouTube channel because having such a YouTube channel, it was not taught in school with our healthcare, with our physical therapy background, education, and profession. So can you share to us how were you able to do this from a therapist to a YouTube channel, YouTube creator?
I mean, it's always been a passion of mine to cook. Even in way back 2006 when we first arrived here in the U.S. and I knew about YouTube. I've always wanted to share my passion in cooking, but the thing is, I'll tell you later on what are the do's of YouTube. But I procrastinated, and because I wanted to have a really good channel, something that's of quality, and that's really a waste of time. So later on we'll teach you more on how to start. But for me, if you want, if you have a passion and if you're passionate on what you're doing, just jump on it. Don't wait for all the equipments to arrive, all the editing perfection to come through. So on my part, I just wanted to be, to share my passion of cooking. So last year, last 20, this January of 2020. So that's when I decided my schedule was not too bad. So my
Rex, I
outpatient.
don't hear you too
Can you hear me
well.
now?
Like, yes,
Can you
now
hear
I
me?
hear,
Okay.
but earlier it
Okay.
was like robotic.
Okay, sorry. So there, in January 2020, when my outpatient closed down due to the pandemic, so I had more of my time. So I decided to start my cooking channel, and it was tough. I thought that, I thought if you have quality videos, I thought that if you have you have friends on Facebook, it will follow through, but it's not. Lots of your friends won't be able to subscribe. Your family members won't be able to subscribe, not because they don't like you, but they don't have Gmail. So, uh, it's challenging. So you need to develop the relationship with other YouTubers, and sometimes you'll have on the first few months, you'll have sleepless nights, and it's a matter of having a time management with work and also with your channel.
Awesome. So you mentioned that you are in the cook. Your channel is in cooking. So my question here is: do you think that would also work for other of in the healthcare profession, regardless of what educational background they have, if they want to choose to start a YouTube channel? Um,
I
how
mean,
would this be effective, or is just because you had a cooking?
so I mean, it's just a matter of what your passion is. So you don't need to follow somebody. Whatever your, I always, you wanna consider what's sustainable, and sometimes your passion may not be sustainable. I'll explain more later on, but you need to have some content that you can sustain and you're passionate about. So it could be a cooking channel, it could be a makeup channel, a travel channel. So it's just something that you feel like it can be sustained throughout. So not just for the moment, but throughout your lifetime, possibly.
Awesome. So, is YouTube gonna be helpful if, in case it's towards the health and wellness, like for your PT practice or someone who is a counselor practice or life coaching, health coaching, things like that? So, is that goes to as long as you're passionate?
I believe so, because there's only one big physical therapy YouTube channel that I follow, Brad and something. So there's not a lot of big YouTubers there who are physical therapists. So definitely, if you have good content, you have some exercises, or you have something to share to your patients or to whoever is watching you, you can definitely start your own channel. So go for it.
Awesome. So that's a great news because, of course, our viewers might think like because you have a cooking show, that's why it was successful. So it gives hope. And oh, he's gone. You're back. Okay. So hello, Rex.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So it's inspiring and encouraging to know that it can work for any type of niche that as long as you're passionate about it and sustainable to create, you're happy and it shows in the camera. It's hard to be in front of the camera. So, um, how can you be so good in the camera, Rex?
Actually, that's one of the reasons why I started my YouTube, because I am, I stutter sometimes. and so yung pagkabulol na ko, that's what motivated me to start my channel. So I told my wife, you know, whatever happens, the good thing about this is I'll be able to develop my confidence, and I'll be able to speak in front of the camera. So sometimes you want to take any positivities out of what you're doing. You could, your channel may not flourish, but at least it's, you know, it's something that you yourself can take, the development of yourself. You better yourself every time you do your content. Every time you film, it's some one step higher to your old self. So that's what I take. That's my take on my channel. So I just like to, I try to play in my imagination. I try to just express myself and just have fun. And you know, the success of your channel is just a bonus. And
Wow.
plus it also helped when I did some acting here in the States. I did
Wow.
some film in way back in 2016. So that also helped because that developed my confidence in myself. And Ninja Warrior 2 also helped. Everything I'm just blessed that everything that I did before, I didn't even know that it's gonna help with my confidence. Doing an interviewing basketball players during I was still a sports writer. So all of those just came together, and it helped with my confidence and facing the camera.
Wow, that's so inspiring that whatever you have, the stuttering you mentioned, it doesn't show at all. Just so you know, you're very confident in that. When you're creating your cooking show, how do you come up with a concept, like the niche? Like, did you have some process, or you just go with your passion? Because you're also a qualifier for the season 9 American Warrior. So I was wondering, what did you made a choice to cooking? And it's definitely that you are passionate about fitness as well. So how did you really come up into nailing this down into that niche of cooking?
So you know, I most of my followers on Facebook, they followed me because of my you know, health and fitness, and in my personal page on Facebook. But you know, when you get older and you feel like the sport is not loving you back, and so I thought that I want to do something else. And you know, I'm still working out and all, doing all those stuff, but I am more on a cook or a chef first before anything else. So before I came to the US, I already had a small carinderia in the Philippines, you know, toro toro. So uh, cooking was already part of me. I cook every day for my wife, and cooking is like, it's like something that you can have everybody come together. And uh, people, you know, it's sustainable. So that's the reason why, it's one of the reasons why I chose it, as opposed to having the health and the fitness channel. But I normally I normally share my old recipes, so it's not hard to at all to have a content, because I already, it's, you know, it's something I've done in the past, so that made it easy.
Wonderful. That's really a big plus to have the passion, and that it's already natural for you. It makes it smoother when you are in within your flow. So
Yes.
thanks for sharing that. So can you give us an idea of your workflow from creating the concept, for example, creating your video, into planning before you hit publish?
So honestly, sometimes there's something that you want to show people, you, or like a recipe you want to share, but unfortunately, not all of them has the you know, the not all of them can capture a view audience. So you also want to search this SEOs. So you want to, before, let's say I choose, like, let's say 3 to 4 recipes, then I search it on Google, or I search it on YouTube on how much it's been accepted viewership wise. And if like even like the mga vegetable dishes, they don't perform well. Vegetable dishes, seafood dishes, they don't perform so well. That's why if you choose like pork or beef dishes, it performs better. So you wanna that's one of the tip that you want to make sure you also search on what can capture an audience, because regardless of what you want to do, it's more on serving the audience and giving them what they want. Sometimes you sacrifice your own.
Awesome. So part of your workflow is research, like search
Yes,
engine.
research.
Okay.
Yes.
Then after that, what would be the next step for the
So
workflow until you hit publish?
after that, of course, I need to have time, because I mean, I'm not just doing YouTube. I have lots of stuff in my plate. So I gather all the ingredients, and I separate them individually, and I conceptualize what I want to do on my show. The good thing about having your channel is, unlike when I was in film, you audition and you don't get accepted on the role. This one, nobody's gonna tell you what to do. Nobody's gonna fire you. You can you are your boss, so you can do whatever you want. Just play with your imagination. So I have lots of. I'm very fortunate that I do home health, and I drive uh, probably about 70 or 100 miles per day to see patients, and that gives me time to think on imagine on what I want to conceptualize. So after you conceptualize, gathering all the ingredients, then that's a time to film. So of course you need to have time to film. I normally, let's say for a beef recipe, you want to make sure that your beef is already tender, right? So you do the preparation the night before, you film a little bit, then the following day you film some more, and it helps. When I started, I used to do batch filming. So doing batch filming, so you film 2 or 3 dishes on a day, especially on your day off, and that's how you're able to catch up with your content. So that's important. So a typical film, one dish for me would probably take me about 6 hours minimum. Sometimes it takes 2 days to do one dish or 2 dishes. So it's a lot of a time to especially if you want a quality content you know
Was wonderful. So preparation and planning is really the key here, regardless of whether it's a cooking. Because for your case, you have to do groceries and prepare your ingredients, but it can still this planning and preparation can still be applied for other areas of a niche. If you're planning to
yes,
do exercise, then plan out your content, what you will wear, and everything will flow into place with proper planning.
yes.
So that's really helpful, Rex, for sharing that. I have a question, but okay, now I remember it came back. So you put all this. Hello, Rex.
Yes, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, are you still there?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. Oh, do you think I'm okay?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. We're good. We're good.
You're good. Okay,
Yeah.
so you put all this work that can you imagine? You just told me 6 hours, and then there's more to that. I assume there's editing and creation of a.
Editing is Yeah,
It's a separate, right?
editing takes a lot of time. Like, especially now. Before, I used to pay an editor. I
Mhm.
found initially I started paying somebody from Cebu. They are like you call this acting, no, graphic students, and then I pay them $35 per editing, and that's a lot if you are to produce like one content per week. So I started researching on Fiverr. So I was able to get hold of this guy from Pakistan. So he charged me $15 per episode. That includes my thumbnail. So all I need to do, but the thing is, since he's a younger kid, and he's not a student, so, and he doesn't speak our language, so I need to pre-edit. So I need to take my clips and how many clips I have, and then I need to specifically tell him where to start, where to end, where to start. So the changing of emails probably takes about back and forth, maybe 4 times before we get to the final video. So you
Yes.
still decide on what is shown. And now I'm doing my own editing. Oh, it takes a lot of time. Like, it takes me minimum 8, sometimes 16 hours. The last one I did, travel blog. Took me 2 days. I mean, of course, it's not straight 2 days, but it took me 2 days to finish everything. Because sometimes when you're playing with your imagination, you just like to put, what's you just want to implement what you want.
Yes, a lot of work. We can imagine between filming, editing, and creating thumbnail. So here's a question here, Rex. You put all those effort. Is it a good monetization? Is a YouTube still the place to monetize, or is it too late for those that wanting to start?
I mean, it's still okay. It's passive. The more content you put out there, the more, especially if you're already monetized. So I monetized my
I
channel
don't
after.
hear you, Rex.
You can hear me. How about that? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? No.
Oh, there.
Huh. Okay.
Now you're
So
back.
okay. So I got my channel monetized after 5 weeks. So on YouTube, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 34,000 watch hours for you to get monetized. And so I had it, and I got it done in 5 weeks. And I mean, it pay it you get good monetization if you do live streaming too, because people can do super chats and give tips on your channel. It just take a lot of time. On my case, you could I'm not a big channel. I'm less than 10K right now. On my Facebook I have 15K, but uh you can at least earn probably 150 to 200, but it's passive. You're not doing anything.
Yes. Of course, there's the hard work in the front end, but it the lifespan of what you put is where
Yes.
it works so great. So that's very
Plus,
encouraging.
people don't talk about this, but it's you can also ask your accountant. You can always do a 1099 for it. So you everything that you spend on your YouTube channel, if you're monetized, you can always deduct.
Oh, the cameras and all those
Cameras, even
things.
even your trip, your travels, your the food that I'm cooking. So all of them are tax deductible. So it helps.
Yeah, so they have to talk to, for our viewers, you need to clarify that with your certified public accountant. While
Yes,
Rex is sharing his experience, still check with your CPA.
accountants. Yep.
Yes, that's awesome. And that we have viewers here tonight. Thank you, Angeli, Grace, Elira Kiship, Marilyn, Lynn Espino,
Shout out,
Gamitin.
sis.
Thank you. Yes, shout out. Thank you for joining us. And if you're watching, you have questions for our guest here, Rex, please do drop your questions on the bottom space below. So, Rex,
Thank you.
what is your best 5 tips for healthcare professionals that has a business or planning to grow a business in this platform using YouTube channel?
So 5 tips. Of course, don't procrastinate. So procrastination is really is really it's a downfall. I really learned my lesson on procrastination, even not on other stuff. So don't procrastinate. But if you have something in your head, let it out. It doesn't matter if people would support it or would would like it, as long as you already put it out. That's so don't procrastinate.
That's one.
Next thing is, what you need to have some content that is sustainable. So let's say for a travel channel, I know it's a good niche, but but if you are a full-time employee and you want to have a travel channel, are you able to travel weekly or monthly? How many travels do you have? So because you need to have a content every at least once or twice a week. So you want to make sure it's sustainable. So on the cooking part, it for me it's sustainable because I cook every day. So that's sustainable for me. The third one is you also want to have your time on it. So you want to make sure that you have time to start your channel. It doesn't matter if it's like just a few hours per day or a few hours per week, but at least give it a little time, especially if you're still growing it, because it will need time. It will eat a lot of your time too. And once you stop creating content, it will affect the algorithm and will affect your viewership. And I've tried that early middle part of this year when I was, when I didn't produce, I didn't have 1 month of content, and I my viewership sacrificed because of that. Then fourth, no.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was three. Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay.
The fourth is you also want to consider the expenses. So when creating content, you want to make sure that it's within your your financial realm. So you want to make sure that you have the budget for it. It's like a business, it's not just like, if you want to be a vlogger, it was good like maybe 5 10 years ago, when when there's not a lot of channel, you can just have your phone and then post it. But now people look for quality contents. So but if maybe they can be interested in you, they don't want care if you have a quality channel. That can happen too. But it's very challenging, especially at this time of age where people are really creating really good contents. So you also you need to have your budget for that. And last one is you need to have your passion for it. So when you have passion on doing your stuff, you have the grit. So grit meaning, even if you only have one viewer, two, or even five viewers, you won't stop. Don't stop. Just create content, and just think of it as a free cloud, because I'm actually creating a new couple channel right now. It still have 10 subscribers, 12 I think today. So I just wanna be able to look back maybe 5 10 years from now, and look back on where we were as a couple. And that's free cloud. So YouTube is a free cloud. You can store it there for free. So you can think of it that way. So I think those are the 5 tips.
Wow. Thank you. That's really a rich information to ponder. So, what is, if you can think of a top mistake when people start their own YouTube channel, what could that be?
Like I can't really stress enough the procrastination. Always don't procrastinate. Just make sure you bring out, if you think of something, bring it out. Show it, tell your audience on it. And they may or may not accept it, but who knows? It's not for you to judge, but maybe the public would like it. So just don't procrastinate. That's a big mistake that I did. And yeah.
That's great. So, now this is the last question and my favorite question. What does online marketing mean to you?
So it's probably, or at this time, at this age, it's really important. It's probably 90% of what you're doing. Sometimes, if as you can see, people spend on it, just spend on online marketing, just to have your name out there. Just imagine competing with those big names, and these big names, they even spend money, even though they already have big names. They spend money just to have their own marketing person. So and if you are starting your own channel, you also should market yourself. Bring yourself up front. Make sure that you show yourself, your content, to other people. So it's a really important. It's a key to a success, to a channel or to a page. So don't disregard online marketing. You should always be on all platforms. May it be YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, even LinkedIn right now, and Twitter. So if you can manage all of those, that'd be great. It's hard, I know, and each platform has different techniques or tips on how to get uh, how to get known. But you should learn the tips and techniques on each of those platforms if you want to really be a successful uh, content creator.
Awesome. Thank you, Rex. So now, Rex, we
Thank
are
you.
gonna be in our recap. So we'll just
Okay.
recap your 5 tips, if you don't mind. I will clap.
Okay.
Yeah, I will clap.
I hope I remember. I was just picking of it out of my I told you earlier. I like just spontaneous interview, and it's just something I thought just when you ask me. So first,
Okay, okay, let me do this.
okay,
Okay, stop, stop. Okay, I'll give you a moment to think about it while I'll introduce you, okay?
okay,
All right.
okay.
Okay.
It should.
Okay,
No, go ahead.
okay, I'll do a clap and then that will be good. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
not in any order. Okay,
Okay.
it should be it
Okay,
should be
wait for a minute. Yeah,
okay.
let introduce you, okay?
Okay,
Because I'm gonna use this for repurposing to promote you
okay,
again. Okay.
okay.
If you're thinking of starting your own YouTube channel, but you're not sure where to begin, then this video is for you. We have a very special guest tonight, a physiotherapist and a successful YouTube creator, a season 9 Ninja Warrior qualifier, no other than the Bisdak chef, Rex Alba. Rex,
Thank you.
take it away.
So 5 tips would be sustainability. Your content should be sustainable. Don't procrastinate. There you go. That's number one earlier. Don't procrastinate. Sustainability. You also need to think about your the financial realm. You need to have your budget for your content. You need to be passionate about it. And the last, can you remember, Doc?
I
Guys, that's your assignment. Okay, you can rewind this live streaming and check out the last tip. So but yeah, those are really important tips that you so you can start a really successful uh channel or Facebook page. So thank you so much.
Awesome. All right. So before we sign off, thank you. That was really fun having you, Rex. And of course, we're not yet done. Before we signed off, I always love to give a quick tips for our viewers when it comes to online marketing. To our viewers who are healthcare professionals that are planning to start or growing your business, online marketing, as Rex said, you need to compete the big companies that they even pay thousands. So just get started out there. You don't need to be on all platforms. You just have to choose one that is your strength, that you're passionate about. Because when you are doing based on your strength and your flow, it will, everything that's too hard will just be easy. So get started, not tomorrow, not next week. If you can start tonight, start your account, then that would be awesome. Choose what platform and do not overthink. And that, if you need any help when it comes to online marketing strategy, my name here at Focal Point Matters Digital will be happy to help you. So, Rex, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's really a pleasure having you. It's fun interview, and you really took your time. So, where can our audience find you?
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc, for inviting me over. Focal Point Matters. You can always check my Facebook and my YouTube channel. It's Bisdak Chef, and I also just started my couple channel. It's gonna we're gonna share our travels, our food, all the it's about lifestyle. So it's gonna be Rex and Burns, Burns. So I hope you can check them out and. Thank you so much for. Oh, by the way, we also like to invite you. We have this show, Kalamay Express. It's for Boholanos all over the world. We talk about Bohol all the time. We speak our dialect there. Kalamay Express is on Facebook and YouTube. We have weekly live streaming. I have my co-host Mayi Nunag and Atoy Toralba. So it is live streaming every Saturday at 10 a.m. sa Pilipinas, and it's 10 p.m. Friday here in the U.S. And we are we have our director from Singapore, HTM Creatives and Virtual Events. So I hope you can check us out. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, you're so busy. Well, let's thank our viewers that are watching us live tonight. We have here in our comment Sharon Lee V blog. So
Oh,
shout
thank
out.
you, Mommy Sharon Lee Vlog. So guys, you also need to have you need to support each other as a small YouTuber. You need to collaborate with other YouTubers, and build relationships with them. Not just on YouTube, but also outside YouTube, because that's where everybody really get together and build strong relationships.
Awesome. Collaborations, it's really very helpful. Thank you for collaborating with me tonight, Rex.
Thank you.
And yes,
So, Doc, thank you so much for having me on Point Matters, and to all your viewers, daghang salamat. And I hope to see you next time. And I hope you can check out my contents and have a good night, guys. Thank you.
thank you. And as always, I'm Dr. Elena Matiga, physical therapist, owner and founder of Focal Point Matters Digital, helping you soar online. Till next week. Bye.
I'll show you my set right now. I'm in my car.
Thank
Okay,
you,
thank
Rex.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye everyone. Till next week.
Bye bye. Thank you.